War Room Sports. www.warroomsports.com. What? Ain't no more to it.
War Room family. For the first time, we have in the War Room one of the illest lyricists out of Philadelphia, PA, the homie Chill Moody. What's good, Chill?
What's up? What's up, man?
Man, you already know, man.
Yo, what up, family?
We heard all the sports references in that joint right there. You know we digging that.
Yeah, y'all dug in the crates for that one. I ain't even hear that in a while. I gotta go back to that.
No doubt,
I gotta listen to this again tonight.
Yeah, we actually had that one on the switchboard already from when Wes was on the show. So.
Right. Wes is part of the family. Wes is the family, man. But, man, thanks for joining us in the War Room this evening, man. We appreciate it. Yeah, let's jump right into it, man. Let's ask some questions about your past for those our fans who've never heard of you before. How long have you been rhyming, and what made you want to decide to do this as a career? How long did you know you want to do this?
I mean, I've been rhyming since, as long as I can remember. I can remember, like, third-grade talent shows, rhyming in them and everything. But after I graduated college a couple years ago, that's when I, really, really took it serious, started getting checks for doing it and things like that. So, I graduated college, and I told my parents, let me take a year, let me really go in, follow my passion. And they was just like, go ahead. And, by, that January or whatever, I was on the radio out in Philly. So it's been like a snowball effect since then.
What's it like hearing yourself for the first time on the radio?
It's crazy. It was like I'm on a heartbeat when it's like, yo, stop singing everybody's part. Like, no, we on the radio. It was like that. Like on the like the first couple times I was on the radio, I didn't hear it because I was on the radio. But then the first time I actually heard it when I wasn't at the station, I was at my cousin's crib and it came on, and I'm like, yo, turn it off. Don't nobody want to hear that. It's like, yo, you on the radio? I was like, oh, it was live.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wow, yo, Chill. This is B. Austin. I've been on Jimmy Top to get you on the show. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? You take me to a place in hip hop that nostalgically places me in happiness, man. Like real rap, you know what I'm saying? We from the 90s and what you bring to the table. I know I'm all geeked up, but it's something beautiful, man. So what MCs, no doubt, what MCs played a part in your inspiration to really start rhyming and taking this serious?
I grew up on Wu-Tang. I grew up on Mobb Deep, Nas's, the Rakims. I think either a Rakim line or a Mobb Deep verse is probably the first verse I learned in hip hop. So I grew up on that, just trying to prove to my big cousins I was cool enough to hang with them. So grew up listening to that, and then when I branched out to hear my be able to choose what I really wanted to listen to, that's when I got into the Nas, and I was heavy on Snoop, growing up. Just all the pioneers and things like that. I never really was into the fluff and all those things.
Right.
No doubt. Chill, this is Dev, and speaking of the fluff, what are your thoughts on the current state of hip-hop and the type of stuff that gets the most radio airplay?
I was at the Nas concert last night, and he did one mic, and I'm like, yo, this used to be on the radio. I know that because I know the edited version of this song, so I know it had to be on the radio. And I'm like, what happened to that? Triumph used to get radio play, and Stop Being Greedy and joints like that. It wasn't it was you could have aggressive content on the radio. You can have pretty much anything on there. It was what the people wanted to hear, and there's nothing wrong with the fluff, but I feel like the balance got messed up somewhere along the way. It used to be a nice balance of, Tribe Called Quest and the Humpty Dance or something like that. But now it's 90 Humpty Dances or something like that.
Exactly.
Wrong with the Humpty
Dance. God.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, there has to be some kind of balance, and I think they've definitely gone away from that. It seems like, the radio is just for one specific type of fan now. And in my opinion, that's not really cool, so I don't really listen to the radio much. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, we leave the radio off, man. It's strictly iPod. I listen to my old man. I'm old enough now to where I be listening to the music I said was old man music when I was a young boy. Speaking of that, who's in your iPod, Chill? What's some of the stuff that we would find in your iPod? Who are some of your favorite artists right now?
You'll find a lot of beats because I'm working on a new album. You will find Sean Price. I grabbed Sean Price's new joint. Kendrick is heavy in the rotation. Joe Budden is always in the rotation. Ghostface is always in the rotation. That's like the most heavy in the rotation.
We got somebody in the chat room that's asking about Joe Budden.
Yeah, we have some Joe Budden stands that are very close to the show. I mean, we love Joe. Shout out to Joe, but we try not to mention his name because of those stands.
Chill. We got Joe's biggest, like two of Joe's biggest fans are like a fan.
Two of Joe's sons.
But listen though, one of the questions from the chat room is they know you worked with him before. Would you be working with him at the Trop when he's coming out here soon?
I think what's that, Sunday? I think it is. I'm gonna try to go through there. I'm not actually on the show, but I'm definitely gonna go through there. Like every time they come through the city, like I'm a fan, so every time he comes to the city, I try to make sure I'm at the show. I think every show that he's had here, just him, I've opened. So there's been like 3 shows open for Joe Budden. So this will be the only time I'm actually not performing. I'm definitely gonna be in the building.
And by the way, you just mentioned that Mike Tyson album, man. That's in heavy rotation on
Bully Rap. Bully Rap right there.
Like, but I had to cut it off because I was getting ready to put some Timbs on and go attack somebody. That's that kind of music.
Bully music.
Let's talk a little sports though. We know you're from Philly, as we all are, and I mean even some of us aren't Eagles fans. I'm a Broncos fan personally, but anybody that follows you on Twitter knows you're a huge Vikings fan. So how did that
happen?
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the real, God-honest story. This is really how it happened. I might have been maybe 6 or 7 years old. And my older brother's friends used to always be over our crib, like just tearing up the house, drinking out the milk carton, doing all kinds of stuff. So my mom used to say, y'all act like a bunch of Vikings. Man, me being a dumb young boy, I think they play for the Vikings. At that time, we had Robert Smith, Chris Carter, Warren Moon, then Randall, and then we got all these black players. So I'm like, oh, that's Jimmy. Oh, that's so I just started liking this team.
Oh.
And I never changed my team.
Classic.
That's hilarious.
Hey, at least you loyal, man. At least you loyal.
At least you kept it real. You kept it real.
Yeah, that's funny right there.
Yeah.
All right, actually the Vikings they kind of surprised a lot of people, at the halfway mark of the season. How far do you think they can go this season, especially in that tough division that they're playing in?
The division is looking like crazy right now. Like the Bears looking like unbeatable a little bit. Like they really ain't played too many tough teams, but they really just looking good. So I don't really know. I mean, we already had a better season than we had last year, so that's really all we could ask for at this point. I mean, last year we lost like 10 games by like one possession, so it could have turned around. We lost like 10 games by 7 points or less or something like that. So we could have really turned it around last season, but we started out good. I think we'll finish good. We'll finish with a winning record this year, definitely. But
they got some talent.
I don't know. The way the division is looking, I don't really know about the playoffs. But the way the division is looking right now.
Yeah, because there's not too many can get in from one division, and that division is tough. But I actually visited the Dome for the first time last year when they were playing the Broncos. That was a pretty good game. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but that was when Tim Tebow was doing all his magic and all that stuff. So they beat y'all, but it was a good game.
Man, I think you got two special players in Ponder, and then that young brother that they got back there, running back. Like, he's the original black man. Like, he's like the person they brought down from the spaceships and put on the earth because. Dude lost a piece of his leg, and he's running for 1,700 yards or on pace to.
That's crazy. That's
What's wrong with dude, man?
That man is a cyborg. That's Brian Fury right there.
Man.
No doubt.
That man is a machine.
Chill. Which two teams do you have going to the Super Bowl though? Who? And then also who's going to win? You gotta give us your picks.
Before the season started, and I'm still remaining with my pick, even though they had a couple bumps. I'm still going with the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl this year. And my pick had nothing to do with stats or nothing. I just picked them. I said I want to see the Ravens, and I like the Niners the way the season started. I thought the Niners were going to be good coming out. So right now, I'm still looking at the Ravens.
That's a bad pick, Chill. That's a bad pick because if Uncle Ray is living, you're gonna cause that man to come back too early from an injury to play in the Super Bowl because you said it.
I already tweeted it, so I can't really go back on it.
No doubt. No doubt. I mean, it's still possible. They're still two of the best teams in the league, and I mean, the marketing going to be crazy considering the two brothers are the coaches. But
right.
Let's jump to another sport real quick. Who do you root for in the NBA, if anybody? Who's your favorite hoop team?
Man, this is about to be bad. I have once again never changed my team. Always like the same team since I was young. I've always been a Pacers fan. I've never changed my team.
Yeah, you got some weird teams, man.
You weird. Yo, you weird.
I've never met a Pacers fan.
These weird little small city teams.
I will forever remain a Pacers fan. I'm an Indiana Pacers fan since.
Well, let me ask you a question. They just Danny Granger's out hurt now. So what do you think about the prospects for the season? What do you think about the team now?
I mean, the rest of the team is still alive. I still think we got a fighting chance. You know, he ain't going forever. He'll be back.
Yeah.
It'll help everybody else build their chemistry without him hogging the ball the whole night. See what goes on when he come back in, fit him in somewhere.
I've never met a Pacers fan. That's crazy.
Yeah, I have not.
I like the Pacers and the Red Wings and the Red Sox.
Yeah. Personally, I know one Pacers fan, and she's actually from Indianapolis, so she has an excuse.
I know from Indianapolis, and I still don't know no Pacers fan.
I used to bust it up with Travis Best when he played for the Pacers, and he wasn't really a Pacers fan.
And he wasn't a Pacers fan.
Yo, that's crazy. All right, so let's get your picks in the NBA then. Who you got in the NBA Finals, and who's going to win that?
The Miami LeBron's probably going to take it again. And I'm just gonna go with that. It really doesn't matter. I don't really think he can lose.
Yeah,
he's playing out of his mind right now. Who you got coming out the West though?
The second place team. It doesn't really matter. you would think on paper, I would think the Lakers, but they're looking terrible. But it's only 5 games in, but they're not looking good at all. But you would think with the lineup, you would think LA and Miami. So
it's going to be the Heat versus the Heat bait. Whoever's the Heat bait on the other side.
Yeah, but chill. Before we let you go, we know you got other endeavors this evening. What's your next project coming out?
The project is coming out soon. Haven't really announced any release dates or anything like that. It's about 60% done right now. We finally got a title for it. So I got a couple announcements coming up, regarding the project. Stay tuned. Probably around, I think about Wednesday, I'm allowed to make this announcement. So Wednesday, report to my Twitter. Report to the Bridge for Blow Up on Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whenever you got something going on, new project, a show or anything, just let us know and we'll promote it for you on this side.
No doubt. So tell everybody how they can get in touch with you on the web. Like, what's your Twitter, Facebook, and all
everything
that.
Chill Moody. ChillMoody.com, Twitter at Chill Moody, Instagram is Chill Moody, and then you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drunk Chill when have a little bit too much to sip. Should have Drunk Chill Twitter.
Man.
Things get live on there. But look out for the project coming soon. New videos coming this week, next week, all of that. Yeah,
no doubt. You're officially a part of the Wolverine family. Anytime you got anything going on, we'll let the people know.
Good, man. Definitely come through. Anytime you going out on the road, if you need somebody to carry your equipment.
Right now.
I need me one of these Wolverine sports mugs to put my Jameson in too, man.
We got you, homie. No doubt.
True,
everybody, that's Chill Moody. Hit him up online, chillmoody.com to get all his info. But thanks for coming on, homie.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right, we'll holler at you.
Kuwait, it's the war room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.